Okay, I should be live right now. Hello to those joining in. I'm gonna be talking about the Browns schedule that just came out a few days ago, and looks like an interesting one. So there's a lot to talk about here. I'll give it a few more minutes, give some more people to maybe join in, and yeah, we'll get started. I got pull up first. I got pull up the schedule on my phone. Yeah, if you're new to stream, go ahead and say something in the chat. Let me know you're here. On the schedule right now. It should be on the Browns Twitter or something. Mm, yeah, I found it. Okay, we're good. We're good. Yeah, if somebody joins, please type something in chat. I want to make sure everything's working and everything. This is my first live stream on the channel, so yeah, this is brand new to me. So trying to get situated here. Give it a few more minutes, then I'll get started. I did share my stream on Facebook and Instagram, so hopefully I get a few people. But if not, it's all good. I got to plug my phone in real quick. Yeah, like I said, anybody new here right now, go ahead and type in the chat. Let me know you're here. I want this to be interactive, so give me something at least. Yeah, I'll be starting very shortly here. This is, I think, for sure a tougher schedule than last year. But at the same time, I think we got a better team than last year, so I'm not like too worried or anything. I think we'll be in good hands for sure, winning record, and yeah, it should be good. Just kind of looking around right now, just trying to get used to this live stream setup. Let's see. Yeah, if somebody could type something in the chat, let me know if you can hear me and everything, and just so I can see that the chat's working and everything. If somebody could do that, that'd be great. Okay, cool. Thank you, Liam. Very excited to be live streaming. It's good to be back on the channel. It's been a while. When the off season happens in football, it's kind of a long one, usually kind of quiet. So there's just not a whole lot of content to really upload with. I was thinking about maybe doing like a draft video, because I thought the Browns had a really good draft actually. And I wasn't really too hyped about the draft or anything this year, especially us being in the good position that we're in. I was like, yeah, we don't even really need a draft. I'm a little cocky in that way, but it was a good draft. I might do a video on it. We'll see. But yeah, I don't really start getting in the Browns really until like training camp. Really, that's when I start getting really hyped once training camp hits. Yeah, so let's start. So schedule came out Wednesday. It came out Wednesday night, but there were leaks all throughout the day, which was expected. And the first leak happened in the morning, and Browns open up the season in Kansas City. And I say that happily, and also I say that very I'm a little scared about that game. The Browns never seem to get an easy opening game, and we have not won a season opening game in I think about 20 years, like 18 to 20 years, I think. Um, so we've had really tough luck in opening games. Now this is a new team, new era. We're a much better team now. We're not the same old Browns like Juju Smith realized, but it seems kind of be a little bit of a curse. And the NFL did us no favors with making us play in Kansas City to start the year. But we started in Baltimore last year and we got absolutely blown out opening game, but things were still okay. We got blown out, but the season was still great. So like the opening game, it doesn't really mean a whole lot. You can lose and be absolutely fine, but this would be a really nice game to win. To open the season with a win against easily the best team in the AFC, let alone like the whole NFL. That would be huge, especially on the road. And that'd be a huge statement by the Browns if we could win this game. However, this is really a big test for our new secondary on the defense. We added a few guys through free agency. We got a few guys from the Rams who had one of the best secondaries in the league last year. So yeah, we got Troy Hill from the Rams, and I believe John Johnson is the safety we got. Yeah, our defense is definitely improved, and I think we're ready to face a team like the Chiefs. It's just I'm not sure if we're gonna be ready to face them week one because we're not gonna be exactly warmed up. Um, you know, it's a tough test, and as far as Baker Mayfield and offense goes, this won't be an easy game either. Chiefs got a good defense, and now the Chiefs have a better offensive line, so this could be a really tough game. But I think we can win it. But I'm not going to bet that we're going to win this game. Yeah, this was definitely interesting, but I think the good thing about this game is I'd rather play the Chiefs like early than late. Like I'd rather play them now than all of a sudden play them at the end of the season when playoffs are on the line or something. So it's good in that way. And it's also good in the way that the NFL views us as the biggest threat to the Chiefs, or else they would not schedule us to open against the Chiefs week one. That's just my personal view on it. So that's good. But then things get a little easier. We return back home after going to Kansas City. We're at home for 2 weeks. We face the Houston Texans, followed by the Chicago Bears. Texans, I'm not worried about at all. I think that's going to be a pretty easy win. Pretty easy home opening win there, I think. Deshaun Watson's still a quarterback, but who knows? Might get traded. I kind of doubt it though. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna assume Deshaun Watson's still a Texan. He's really the only player I'm scared of, but the rest of the team's just bad. They're just bad. We beat them. We didn't beat them by much last year, but it was a really bad weather game. It's like I don't think we can go by that too much. But no, I think we can beat the Texans. I think that's an easy win. I really do. And then we got Chicago home. Chicago's kind of interesting because they drafted Justin Fields in the draft, and Justin Fields is a really good quarterback. I'm really high on Justin Fields, and I'm a little biased because I'm an Ohio State Buckeyes fan, but I think this dude should have been drafted top five. I really think he should have been drafted top five, like second or third pick. Um, I like Fields over Trey Lance and Zach Wilson, but that's just me. So yeah, I'm a little worried if we have to go up against Justin Fields, but I'm not really too worried about the rest of the team. I still think we're better in Chicago. And I think there's a good chance that the Bears are going to start Andy Dalton over Justin Fields. Let him sit a little bit. You don't want to throw him in right away because that's how rookie quarterbacks get screwed up when you just throw them in right away and you don't coach them at all. So we'll see who the quarterback for the Bears is that game. But either way, I think we can win that game. I'm not too worried about that one. And then we do a little road trip. We go to Minnesota week 4 to face the Vikings. And that's an interesting game because that's kind of like the Kevin Stefanski reunion game. He was with the Vikings for, I believe, like over 10 years. He was with the Vikings a while before he came in as head coach to Cleveland. So he knows a lot about Minnesota. Hopefully he knows all their secrets and behind the scenes material. So hopefully we can beat them. I think we can beat Minnesota. Kirk Cousins kind of had a little bit of an off year last year. After Stefanski left, he kind of suffered a little bit. So I'm not like too worried about Kirk Cousins. They got Dalvin Cook, I think, as a running back. He's good, but I think Nick Chubb's better. And yeah, I mean it's on the road, so it won't be easy, but I think we can win that game too. So right now, I think after the first quarter of the season, I think we'll be 3-1. I think we'll drop the Chiefs game, but if we can win that game, that'd be huge. But I think we're gonna be at 3-1 the first quarter season. Then we go to Los Angeles to take on the Chargers. Chargers don't really scare me too much. It is in Los Angeles, so it's gonna be a little tough of a game. But Chargers aren't really anything too special. Justin Herbert did have a really good rookie season last year with the Chargers. I believe he broke Baker Mayfield's rookie touchdown record. So I mean, I'm not disrespecting the dude or anything. That dude can ball. But I think overall, as a team, I think we're still better than them, more talented than them. But I did hear Chargers had a good draft, so that's not gonna be an easy game. It's not, but I think we can win it. So yeah, I'll take us getting the win there too. I think we'll win that game. I think it's gonna be close, but I think we'll get the win. So then we got the Arizona Cardinals at home. Now this is the bonus game that the NFL added this season. There's now 17 games this season. There's always been 16 with a bye week, but they added a game, so now there's 17 games with a bye week still. And the extra game they added was the Arizona Cardinals, who are not an easy win whatsoever. They got weapons all over the place. They got Kyler Murray, who's really good. He's almost like a Lamar Jackson almost. Like he's not as good of a runner as Lamar, but he's still pretty good at running, and I think he's got better arm than Lamar. So Kyler Murray scares me. And then they added DeAndre Hopkins last year. That I'm like, oh, and now they just add JJ Watt to the Cardinals in the offseason. I thought we had a chance against Watt, but Cardinals snatched him up. So Cardinals got a lot of weapons, especially on offense. And defense, I'm not really too sure about their defense. But yeah, that offense really scares me. That's not gonna be an easy game. But we do have them at home, which I think helps. Plus, we lost to the Cardinals last time we faced them. I think it was in 2019, the 2019 season. We lost to them. So I think we're gonna really kind of have extra motivation to beat them. And I think Baker's could be kind of determined to beat Kyler Murray in this one because, like I said, Murray got the best of him last time. So I think I'm gonna give the Browns a slight edge in this game too. So I have us winning almost every game except the first game. That's how good I think we are. Then we got the Denver Broncos, which I think should be a pretty easy win. Now this is actually the first primetime game of the season, which I thought was a little interesting. I thought we'd have a few more primetime games, and we actually only have one home primetime game, and this is the one against the Denver Broncos, which isn't really that exciting. Denver's nothing special. I think Drew Lock was their quarterback last season. He did pretty good, but he's nothing special. Their team just doesn't really scare me too much. Now there are rumors going around that Aaron Rodgers might get traded to Denver. I'm not buying him. I'll believe it when I see it. For now, Rodgers is still Green Bay Packer, and that's what I'm going to assume right now. So I think we can beat Denver, especially in primetime game. I think we got that one. Um, then we go and uh, face the Pittsburgh Steelers at home. This is the first um, what you call it, divisional game in the season. It doesn't happen until week 8, which I thought was pretty interesting. Yeah, we got Pittsburgh at home, and Pittsburgh's going to be a little pissed off because we beat them in the playoffs. They're pretty salty, but Pittsburgh just doesn't scare me. I'm sorry, Steeler Nation, you guys don't scare me. Big Ben should have retired. He should be gone. Well, no, he's probably still at Heinz Field crying over that playoff loss. He's probably still at Heinz Field. He's just salty about that loss. I think Big Ben it's his time to go. But whatever, you know, if you want to keep the quarterback that threw 5 interceptions against us, be my guest. But yeah, Big Ben, you don't scare me. Steelers, you don't scare me either. I think the AFC North is gonna be still sitting on that bench. Yeah, he is still sitting on that bench. He is. Yeah, that became like one of the funniest memes, like when they got that picture. But Steelers just don't scare me. I think the AFC North is gonna come down to the Browns and the Ravens. I mean Pittsburgh I think will do about what they usually do, around 500 or so. But I don't think they're gonna be a big threat to the division like they were last year. I think their time has come and it's gone now. I think it's the Browns' time now. Steelers are done. Sorry, but Steelers have had a lot of success, so they cannot complain. Yeah, we got them at home. I think we can beat them at home. I think we're just better than them. That's all I gotta say about that game. Um, then we do a little road trip, and we go to face the Cincinnati Bengals, the Bungles. Bengals are trash. Like, they're trash. Besides Joe Burrow, I got a lot of respect for Joe Burrow, though. I really do. Really good quarterback. He almost beat us by himself twice last year. That's how good he is. I really like Joe Burrow. That's coming from a Browns fan. I love his play style. I just love the way he plays. He's a fighter. He's a competitor. I like the dude. But the Bengals did not address their offensive line problems in the draft. When they drafted Jamar Chase, I believe is his name, wide receiver, with their first pick. They should have gone offensive lineman because it's gonna be the same thing that happened last year. Burrow's gonna be great, but his offensive line's gonna suck, and he's gonna get hurt again. That's what's gonna happen. Um, which is unfortunate, but that's a Bengals problem, not my problem, not my fault. But no, I mean the Bengals they haven't proven to me that they're a better team yet. Um, they do have a few weapons on offense, but their defense still is not that good. And yeah, they didn't address their offensive line problem, so I think we win this game, even though it's on the road. I think we win. Then we got the New England Patriots, which is they're kind of a new team now. Bill Belichick spent a lot of money in that free agency. They were signing players, it seemed like, every day. And they drafted Mac Jones. I think that's his name, Mac Jones from Alabama, with their first pick in the draft. Um, I think Cam Newton's still gonna start this year, unless he's absolute crap. But um, never bet against Bill Belichick, man. He's just a heck of a coach. Patriots will scare me no matter how bad they are, as long as they have the Bill Belichick as their coach. They're just scary. They're just a smart team, good franchise. Still a good team. I think they're going to be better than last year. Cam kind of had a bad year last year. I think he's going to bounce back a little bit. Yeah, that game scares me a little bit. Especially playing at Foxborough. That's a tough place to play. Playing on the road against the Patriots is tough. And I think we'll lose this game. I think this could be one of the few losses we'll have, which is okay because we still got a good record. We're not gonna win every game, even though we're one of the best teams in the league now. You're just not gonna win every game. That's just the NFL. Can't win them all. So I think we'll lose against the Patriots. I think Patriots, their coaching and just their system, they'll find a way to beat us. And then I think we'll win the next game. That's the good news. We face the Lions next. The Lions traded for God, what's his name? Jared Goff. They did a huge trade with the Rams. They got Jared Goff, and they dealt away Matthew Stafford. He's been with the Lions like ever since I can remember. But yeah, we'll see how this new Lions team looks with Jared Goff as their quarterback. It's gonna be kind of weird. I'm not really used to it, but we'll see how they do. But the Lions, they sucked last year. Um, I think they'll improve a little bit this year, but not enough to be able to beat playoff team like us. So I think we win that game, especially with it being at home. Then this is where the schedule gets a little tough, and I really don't like this part of the schedule. We got the Ravens on Sunday Night Football, so this is a primetime game in Baltimore. Then we get a bye week. Then we face the Ravens once again, this time in Cleveland. So we got the Ravens back to back with a bye week in between, which is a little odd. I mean, at least we have the bye week in between, but I just don't like playing the Ravens twice in a row. I just don't like it. I want to get away from them. But it is what it is, and we just got to deal with it. Yeah, primetime game against the Ravens in Baltimore. Week 12. That's going to be a tough one. That's going to be really tough. I think we're going to split against the Ravens this year. We cannot afford to lose both games. We can't afford to get swept like we did last year. We got to prove that we can beat the Ravens because right now the Ravens seem to be our kryptonite. Lamar always seems to play really good against us, and we got to find a way to stop him. And I think with this new defense, I think we can stop him. I think we'll be better, but still, I mean, Lamar Jackson's gonna be Lamar Jackson. He's a running back. He's just gonna run all over the field, and then he'll find somebody wide open since we have to worry about him running 24/7. So it's cheap, but that's just how the Ravens are. Cheap, cheap, cheap. Um, yeah, I think we'll lose the primetime game, but then we get the bye week to kind of prepare even more for them to face the next game, and then I think we come back strong and beat them at home the following week. That's kind of my prediction with that. Then we got the Raiders at home. We lost to the Raiders at home last year. Really bad weather game though. I think you can't really go by that one too much. Um, yeah, I think we can beat the Raiders this time. Derek Carr, pretty good, but I think we're just better than the Raiders. I think we're gonna be motivated to beat the Raiders after they beat us last year. So I'm gonna pick that game as a win. So we only got 3 games left after that. We got the Green Bay Packers, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and then the Bengals. So 2 out of the 3 last games are divisional. The next game is probably one of the most interesting games on the schedule. And we face the Green Bay Packers on Christmas Day. I don't remember the Browns ever having a Christmas Day game. I'm not really a huge fan of it just because like I don't know, it's Christmas. I feel like I'm gonna be doing other stuff than watching football. But I mean, I'll have to watch it because it's my Browns. Gotta be loyal. And it's in Green Bay. Green Bay is one of the toughest areas to play in. Lambeau Field is really tough to play in, especially with it being Christmas. It's probably gonna be snowy. It's gonna be cold. It's probably gonna be horrible weather. So, and I'm gonna assume, like I said earlier in the stream, I'm gonna assume Aaron Rodgers is still quarterback of the Packers. I think the media is kind of over exaggerating the whole drama stuff with them, the Packers. There's no way they're gonna trade him. I just don't see it happening. And I think even though I'm not a huge Aaron Rodgers fan, but I still think he's gonna play. He's not gonna sit 'cause that's just gonna look really bad on his part. But yeah, this is a tough game. Really tough game. I think we're gonna drop this one. So this will be our 3rd loss of the season. Um, according to me at least. So we only have 3 losses. But then we face the Pittsburgh Steelers on Monday Night Football in Pittsburgh for Week 17. Now Pittsburgh, remember last time we went to Pittsburgh on primetime TV, We blew them out in the playoffs, and I bet Pittsburgh has a pretty good memory of that. I don't think they forgot it. I didn't forget it. That's for sure. That was great. So last time we were in Pittsburgh, we beat them up. Um, Now, do I think the same thing's gonna happen this time? I don't know. Um, back-to-back road games. Coming off Green Bay, that's a tough game, and then all of a sudden you gotta go Pittsburgh too on primetime TV. I mean that's not easy. Um, God, I don't know. I don't know whether to pick a win or a loss for this game. Like this is the one game that's got me kind of like tied up here. I'm not sure which one to pick. What do you guys think about this game? You think we beat Pittsburgh on the road or not? Um, if I pick them to win this game, I'll still only have the Browns at 3 losses, which I think is great, but it's also a little unrealistic maybe. To only have 3 losses, especially in a tough. We got a pretty decently tough schedule this year, especially compared to last year. But you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna pick them to win this game. I'm gonna pick them to sweep the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think we win this game. I think we find a way to win. I mean, again, the Pittsburgh Steelers just don't scare me. They're just not that good anymore. Their offense, they still got Big Ben. Big Ben ain't gonna do anything. He's old. He should be retired. He should be in a retirement home. Not on a field. Miles Garrett's gonna destroy this dude. He's gonna make it. Miles Garrett's gonna force this dude to retire. I'm telling you. He's gonna deliver a big hit, either the home game against the Steelers or the road game. One of the two. And Big Ben's just gonna realize, oh crap, it's my time to retire. I cannot handle this game anymore. That's what's gonna happen. Yeah, you know what? I say screw it. I picked the Browns this week, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and then the final game of the season, we faced the Bungles, the Cincinnati Bengals, who yeah, not that great. I think we beat the Bengals to end the season. I think it'll be a decently easy win. Joe Burrow's the only guy that scares me, but by that time, it's gonna be the very last game of the season. That dude might be hurt because he does not have an offensive line to protect him. He just doesn't. He's gonna get hurt again. I'm calling it. Unless they make major moves like before the season starts to upgrade that offensive line, he's gonna get hurt, or he's a concussion or something. I feel bad for a dude because I honestly like him, but man, Cincinnati just not a good franchise. Not a good franchise. Yeah, I have the Browns then sitting at right now 14-3. Um, Now I thought they were probably gonna like lose 4 or 5. So I think, out of the games I picked, maybe we might drop the Pittsburgh game on the road. Um, and then we might also drop maybe like I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think that might be a little only one we dropped that I thought we were gonna win. Maybe the Cardinals game, maybe. That's the only one I can see us like dropping, or maybe we get swept by Ravens, but we cannot afford to get swept by the Ravens. Can't do it. No. Yeah, I have us sitting at either 14-3 or 13-4, which is better than I thought I was gonna pick. Actually, I thought they were gonna lose like a good 5 games, but then like I go through a stream and I look at the schedule. I'm like, we can beat these guys. We're better than them. We're better than every team on the schedule except the Chiefs, maybe, and I guess the Ravens, kind of. I don't know. And then maybe the Packers. So yeah, we're better than most of the teams on the schedule. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the Browns schedule this year. Very interesting one. I can't wait for it. Um, we still got a long off season to go. It's only May. It's only mid-May. Training camp doesn't start for another. Doesn't start till like end of July, I think. Usually end of July, beginning of August. So we still got another like 2.5 months to go for that. But yeah, there's just not a whole lot of Browns stuff to post right now. I apologize. I might do a draft video, going over our draft picks, but I just don't get that into the draft. That's just me. But yeah. What are your guys' thoughts on the whole Brown schedule? Record predictions. What are some things that stick out to you, maybe? I think to me, back-to-back Ravens game kind of stood out to me there. All of a sudden I'm looking at the schedule and I see at the end, I'm like, oh shoot, like we have the Ravens back-to-back. I mean, at least we get a bye week, but still, I mean that's not great. But then the Ravens though, they face us back-to-back, but then they don't get the bye week in between. They actually go to Pittsburgh. So they have us at home, then they go to Pittsburgh, and then they go to Cleveland. That's really that's actually tougher on them. So that's where I'm a little optimistic. And then that Christmas Day game, I mean that I was not expecting that, but I mean I'll take it. I'm not like a huge fan of it. I kind of want to play Green Bay earlier in the year, if anything, just because it gets so cold down there and the weather's horrible. I just kind of want to get them over with. But yeah, and then that Kansas City game to open up season, it's gonna be a big deal, but at the same time not a big deal. It's gonna be a big deal if we win, because that's just a huge statement. And if we win that game, people might consider us a top team in the AFC. But like if we lose that game, like I said, it's really not a big deal. We saw what happened last year when we lost to Baltimore start season. Didn't matter. Still a good team. But yeah, that would be a pretty nice win. But then I'm also thinking about the Indians. I'm also a pretty big Cleveland Indians fans. I've mostly done just Browns content on this channel. But I'm thinking about expanding my horizons, maybe doing like an Indians video. The Indians have been red hot lately. If in case you haven't been watching, they've won like 10 games out of their past like 13, I think I read. They won last night, and then I actually just went to a Cleveland Indians game myself on Tuesday night against the Chicago Cubs. We beat them there, so it was really nice to see them get the win there. Indians have been red hot, and I was not expecting them to be. They've been a lot of fun to watch. So I might do a little Indians video. Just kind of breaking down how they're doing. Maybe do a live stream about the Indians. But yeah, that's all I got right now. I don't really see a whole lot in the chat just because I don't have a whole lot of viewers. But that's okay. Hopefully I'll get some views after I post this live stream. But yeah, I enjoyed doing this a lot. I missed the channel. I really did. I hadn't uploaded since January when the Browns were facing the Chiefs. So it'd been a while. I missed doing this, and it was really fun to do a live stream too. Never done one before. Liam, let's see. You say Indians have been fun to watch, and then you corrected yourself. Okay, cool. They have been fun to watch, and I didn't think they would be. I mean, I used to be really into baseball. Back in the day when I was a kid, baseball was like my whole life. I used to play baseball. I pitched for 7 years. So baseball was my whole life. I would watch every Indians game. I would always have baseball games I played in. But then, I kind of lost interest. I kind of got sick of it. I kind of got out of watching baseball. But I've been trying to get back into baseball a little bit more this year. Because I'm starting to find some interest in it again. And it helps when your team's doing well. Indians pitching's been on fire. Plesac almost had a no-hitter last night. I know I'm getting off topic from the stream, but yeah, Indians have been good, and yeah, I'll definitely consider doing an Indians video on here. I think it'd be pretty cool. But yeah, I think that's gonna wrap up this live stream. Thank you to those who joined in, and hopefully I will catch you guys in the next video.